The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. That ball skips through the end zone. Back, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Power football with the run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pull and throw off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's looking deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Clemson! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Moore to the air. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the Ducks will keep this drive going. Now on first down from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Running back searching for a hole. Wide open spaces. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Clemson jumps to the line.
Belly stunner. Gaucho. Arrow.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
He pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Wide receiver going in motion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. From the gun. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The great great thing about spreading a defense out. I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. The coverage team maintains. Discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The offense changing the play. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The option look. And that's a live ball. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
He's got it on the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the talent to someday be the third 10,000-yard passer in Oregon history.
No doubt. And you know what Ducks fans love? They love points. They love offense. They love playing fast. That's what they are. That's who they are. That's what they want their teams to be every single week. Moore will throw. Gonna take a shot.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking, is harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Slips through the line. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second.
14, Oregon, 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work.
On the ready.
Moore to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Bringing the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
On the run, it's Randall. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Moore. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. 1st half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Trying play action. Bears the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Tiger. Fitted in the window for the score.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. QB draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Tiger! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Moore will throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for space to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Running to Green. There he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And the extra point was good. make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Wide receiver going in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore to the air. Lets it fly. Snatches it on the run. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Release to the back. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. With the run on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Rushes on him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Ducks!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're going to try to climb out of this hole going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Clemson 35, Oregon 13.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. They'll open the second half on the ground. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Moore will throw. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Showing the arm strength to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the gun. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Crosses midfield. The 30. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. It's a seam wide open. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
2-9 Philly. Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Ready.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson! And the pummeling has started. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back back in motion, try to clear the picture. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Moore to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the catch on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have been
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good.
And here's the third interception of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. And the ball is free on the pitch. Lots of running room. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to pass their way in. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead.
And your defense just came away with a huge scoop and score, so you try to capitalize on the momentum boost. You go for two, and you get it. Nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get outside. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
To the air, it's Klubnik. With the catch, it's Brown. There he goes. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Motion from the wide out. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, 44, Oregon 27.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Here we go.
Try to get it to the edge. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Working that left side now. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And guys, they've come through. This one might be a little tougher. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An 84-yard drive there, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Moore will throw. Time to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose. Oh, a lot of space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. The snap sets up the throw. Under fire. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Nice move there. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Takes the handoff. It's Randall. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got some room, it was over.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Moore to the air. He's going up top here late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one, as he got well trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's complete. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And that's another 1st down.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Got his man to the left. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
He'll throw it. Back's got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. He wants to change this route. Going to sling it on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Looking downfield on first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. Still on his feet at the 45. All kinds of room to the right. And he takes it in on the final play of the game.